What's up? We're back with another fantastic, exciting, amazing, can't miss episode of Beer Nights.
Definitely can't miss.
This is just, I don't even know what number we're on anymore. Come to think of it, I never know what number we're on. That's more your department.
Yeah. 29,
I
sir.
just don't think it matters.
Really?
We're almost to the big 3-0, though,
Yeah, big
apparently.
3-0.
I mean, so I'm told.
We're
That's
still almost to
someone
5,000
here
subscribers.
says.
We're almost there. I think we got
almost.
like
Just
15 more subscribers to go to get the
It's been
5,000.
almost for a long
I
time.
know, it's been a minute.
Almost
Maybe
for a
our
long
next
time.
Love Bite reaction. We'll get it.
Exactly. Get a few, 15 more.
Yeah.
They won't watch this.
No.
But they'll watch that.
They'll watch that for sure.
And then they'll get in the comments and be like,
Why you don't like that, motherfucker? Garrett,
Yeah.
I can't hear Garrett.
no one can hear Garrett.
No. So if you haven't noticed, he's on this side, I'm on this side. Chris is fired from this side because he just flails around and talks
Apparently,
not on the mic. So maybe if he's over
apparently
here, it
I
might be
won't
better.
flail around on this side. I
Maybe
don't know.
it might be better over there. I
Yeah,
don't know.
maybe. We'll see.
I put my mic-
Experimentation.
Yeah, we'll see. If
Variety.
it's better or
Spice
not.
of life.
Yeah.
It's
And
one of
then,
the reasons why we do the beer reviews.
yes, Garrett is also fired from the show. He might not never ever come back.
Might not, never, ever.
Yeah. Unless he learns how to
Cracker
talk
Jack
into a
grammar.
mic, he is a singer. He should know how to talk into a damn mic.
Yeah. It's habit forming. It's years of trying to disguise his singing.
Oh, shots fired! Shots fired! Gee,
Nah, it's not that bad.
yeah.
It's only part way that bad. Anyway, so what's on the agenda for this one?
we got a lot going on.
How about a beer review?
We definitely are going to do a beer review. We're going to do also a cocktail minute here in a little bit as well. So stay tuned for
a
that.
new
new
segment.
segment.
'Cause that's all
Yes.
we need to do is make this fucking show longer.
Yes, definitely.
It wasn't enough.
No,
It wasn't enough.
We got to go
before.
long. That's why it's Chris's cocktail minute.
Yes, we'll see. You know what? It'll be a challenge doing it in 1 minute.
Will be challenging.
Will be a challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minute plus.
You know what? I'm going to set the over-under at 45 and a half seconds. What do you think?
I think I'm going to go a little over on
Just
that.
way over. Way
Yeah.
over. Underbetters.
Yeah.
This you live life, at the edge of your seat. That's for sure. So
Damn right. So stay tuned for that as well. But let's get into the beer. What did we find at our local?
You're closer, so you're going to have to show
I
it
know.
off.
It's my turn to show it off.
So this is from
You talk.
This is from SOCIETE Brewing in San Diego, California. Sunny San Diego. Home of Ron Burgundy.
Ron Burgundy.
I gotta say, hot take. This is a
Yes.
semi-hot take.
Uh-huh.
Not a big Anchorman fan.
No,
No.
I like the first
Quite-
one. Second one is kind
Quite overrated.
of. Yeah.
I'm just not a big one. Not a big one.
I bet
no.
you don't like
The-
Step Brothers either.
Not particularly. I've never seen it.
Actually,
all the way
I
through,
don't-
honestly.
You never seen Step Brothers?
No. I got Will Ferrell fatigue.
Yeah.
After Anchorman, I'm like, I think I'm good for a while. I think I'm okay. So like Talladega Nights, Step Brothers were never really my thing. I was just
I
never.
love
a big,
Talladega.
I
Talladega
was
is
just
probably
never
my
a big
favorite.
Will Ferrell guy.
No.
Just never was.
Wow.
Hot take. I like him as a
Wow.
supporting actor. I really do. I think he's great in supporting roles.
Like old
Like
school.
Old School, Wedding Crashers, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. I mean, he's awesome.
He's awesome in that
But in the lead, I just kind of get tired of him. Like I get
one.
tired of his
Elf is
shtick.
great. I love Elf. Elf is
That's a little
fantastic.
less of his shtick, though. I feel like
Yeah.
Anchorman is like pure
Will Ferrell
Will
shtick.
Ferrell shtick,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
just it kind of gets to me after. Kind of like another hot take. Like Austin Powers is very much just Mike Myers shtick.
Yeah.
It's like just Mike Myers doing Mike Myers' favorite thing to do,
Mm-hmm.
and I get really tired of it. Like I'm just kind of like, I'm good, man. I'm good. I don't need your bullshit anymore.
Wow. Look at
Hot
that.
takes.
Unbelievable.
Hot takes.
Unbelievable.
What are we drinking?
Disrespect. You already said.
SOCIETE Brewing
yeah.
is the name of the brewer
Attack.
from San Diego, California. It's called Attack. It's got a really cool giant spider. It's
Spider,
Attack
yeah.
of the from Tarantula Hill.
Yeah,
It's cute. It's cute.
Mhm. It's adorable.
It's a collaboration IPA.
Collabo.
Yeah, collaboration IPA
Cool.
with Simcoe Hyperboost, Crush, and Superdelic Cryo.
That's a.
I'm assuming
that's a
those are all
mouthful.
hops. Those are
That's a
all
mouthful
hops.
right there.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Oh yeah.
Not to you though.
No. Never. My special day's coming up though soon in June.
Father's Day, is that what it is?
Yes.
All right, so let's give this away. I feel like
Little bit of
enhance your calm there. I feel like we haven't done an
Little bit
IPA in a while,
no, actually no, I don't think we have.
so this will be good to kind of
Okay, this
come
is
out of our
weird.
IPA shells a little bit since we're not the biggest IPA drinkers. Trying to open mine sans the pop. All right. Hopefully it's cold enough.
It is. It feels cold. I mean, can does.
It is. Like you're like it is. I
It
haven't tried
is.
it yet, but it is.
It is. Can's cold at least.
Well, it's like how a microwave meal is not always hot on
That's
the
true.
inside.
That's very
A
true.
cold can is not indicative of the innards.
A
I
lot
don't
of
know
head
what I'm
on
saying
mine.
anymore.
Yeah, a decent amount of head on mine.
Okay, so it looks pretty lagerish for
Yeah,
an
it's
IPA.
like a lager. Yeah,
Looks like an IPL.
Yeah, yeah.
Honestly, like a hoppy lager.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
All right.
Ooh, wait, smell it first. Smell it. Smells like an IPA, folks.
Smells like a fucking IPA.
It's like you smell it and you're like, ooh, skunks. First impression is pretty good. We'll see how the aftertaste sets in, as always with an IPA. But first impression, like that first initial hit, is like, ooh, that's refreshing.
That's pretty refreshing. It's not. The hops are
right
away. I got it right away,
bit.
but it's not strong.
No,
it's not
it
terribly.
was good. Like it
terribly,
was
it's a
it
good
was like,
hoppy.
ooh, yeah, like it's nice.
I do like this.
On draft, it'd probably be really good.
Yeah.
Just speculating if we ever make it to
San
San Diego and SOCIETE Brewing. There's so many good breweries in San Diego.
So many.
I like it. There's my Cracker Jack beer review right there. I like it.
I like it a lot.
It's good. I still need to sit with it a little
yeah,
bit,
a little
but
bit.
I am liking it. The first impressions are pretty strong on this one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a few more sips and get into kind of the nuances of the flavors because I still need to. The hoppiness is starting to
dry
build.
the mouth a little bit for me.
It's that dry, that dry, bitter, sour aftertaste. It's coming. It's coming. It's creeping.
Yeah.
But it's not. But it's not that abrasive. Like
I can't pinpoint the exact taste of it, but like the whatever hops they're using, I feel like I'm getting it right away with that flavor of just.
It's very floral.
Yeah, it's very, like a full flavor of it,
Yeah.
But it's not strong like most hoppy ass IPAs. It's a good tongue sitter. It sits on the tongue really well.
Like your description.
Yeah,
It's also what she said.
Yeah,
it's a good tongue sitter.
Yeah, it's. And then obviously at the end of it, it's drying out a little bit. That's kind of what I'm getting so far on this.
So I am getting the dryness, and I think what you're describing is maybe like the Simcoe hops. I don't know. Like it's tough to say, but I feel like this is a very palatable IPA.
Yeah,
like it's just easy.
Yeah.
It's easy like a Sunday morning. You could drink this out in the sun. We often joke about how IPAs aren't great sun beers because they can be super heavy and bitter. But I feel like this is creeping into that exception realm where it would work on a nice hot day. It's got that yes, it's got the aftertaste, but it has that kind of, I don't know, for lack of a better word, fun IPA aftertaste where it just makes you want to drink more. You're like, okay, it's starting to get bitter. Let's have more.
Got a little good burp there.
Because the front taste is very refreshing.
It is.
And it just tastes good. Like it's I think that's the best compliment I can give it is it's not, I mentioned floral a minute ago, but it's not like overly floral or citrusy flavored, or it doesn't have a lot of that like sharpness that IPAs usually have. It's much smoother.
Yeah.
But you still can feel the hops. You still can taste them. But on more of a, almost like a, okay, I'm starting to get there's like a slight German lager feel to like the initial taste when you first get it. Now that fades because the bitterness of the hops really start, the over hoppiness of an IPA, the bitterness starts getting, because all beer is hoppy to a certain extent. Well, IPAs especially are over hopped, so you get that really bitter, sour aftertaste. This has that, but the initial flavor, it kind of reminds me of like a German like a heavier German lager.
German lager.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm feeling that same way. Like it goes down really nice and easy, and then just the hops are there, but not terribly.
I could
strong, so.
drink quite a few of these,
Yeah.
Honestly. Like
I could too. We got two more. So
yeah, this is something that it goes down really well, and this is what this kind of reminds me of. Honestly, this reminds me of a quintessential craft brew IPA, like the ones that I like that before IPAs got like super overdone and everywhere, and now they're all hazies and they all have this like strong, thick flavor and really thick body. It's like eating a meal whenever you have one. This feels like I could walk into a brewery, right? Sit at the bar and just have pints of these and just chill.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of what the feeling I get. It's kind of like it's definitely still a heavier beer, full flavored, full bodied for sure. Like if you have a lot of these, you're gonna be getting fat. Yeah, you're gonna getting up there and pack on the gut. But
kind of miss being over there. You kind of hide my gut over there.
Yeah, now you know how I feel.
Like,
look at me, I look all trim over here.
Yeah, look at you.
Yeah, over there it's like, ooh,
whoa.
Like,
a lot of love handles here.
Who is this guy?
Yeah.
So
all right,
but yeah, I get that. If it gives me like a fun,
it's
summer day, spring day, you walk into a brewery, sit at the bar, and have a nice pint. It's kind of like that.
Yeah, I like this. It's good. Good job. We'll give it a beer rating here in a little bit. At this point, we usually do something like a question or something. We're gonna change it up a little bit. Chris, there's people out there on Reddit that need help. That need your help.
Oh shit.
Need your help.
Yeah.
And I scoured the Reddit. I need advice. So I'm going to read you something. You're going to give this person advice. The best that you can. It's very random. I just, I'll...
Is this like a Dear Sexy?
Yeah, kind of like Dear Sexy, And let's see what we can find here. Okay, here's one.
Yeah, you had it prepared. You're like, let's see.
Actually, no, I didn't.
What can we find here?
This happened 2 minutes ago. Popped up on Reddit. So no, this is
2 minutes ago.
2 minutes ago.
Fresh. Now we're gonna type a response too.
No, we're just gonna talk about the response.
Thought maybe we'd actually give them a response.
I mean, maybe I can post
depending on how good it is.
We'll see.
Or how bad it is.
Do you have to be invited to a funeral? My best friend's cousin died. They were very close until the end. They got in one massive blow-up fight about his addiction, and that was the last time they spoke. My best friend's sibling, who remained close because they shared the addiction, is telling him he probably won't be invited now because of that one fight. What do I do?
So, I'm going to start by saying perhaps you should plan these ahead of time.
Because
that's a boring ass question.
I did try to plan it ahead of time, and then I forgot. And
so maybe this idea of picking one that just popped up ain't great.
No.
Because that's boring.
No.
So to answer the question,
next time, or I can pause it and we'll edit and I'll just find one.
Here is my initial thought.
What's your initial?
Here are my initial thoughts on that. As I take a swig of my alcohol.
Yes.
I
know you give great advice.
So you have this. We could file this under the category of being a grown ass fucking adult, okay?
Yeah.
And not and having a little maturity, and being able to sit down and not make a funeral about yourself, but make it about the relationship. Are you that close to the person? You should be able to know from an objective standpoint, not from a woe is me, I want to go there and feel sorry for myself and weep at somebody's funeral type thing. But did we have a real relationship to where going to a funeral could be cathartic, but also paying respects and also being there for others, like group support type thing, grieving in your own way, which is, about you, yes, but it's not, about just being there just because, someone died and I want to go there and pretend like I was really close with them. Were you really close with them? If you were...
From what I read, it was because of their addiction, they became friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I get that, but were you really close? I mean, like to me, just saying we were friends. Okay, what does that mean?
Yeah.
There are degrees of friendship to me. So I feel like if you were close friends, show up to the funeral. Do what you think is
Yeah.
this. Has got to put you got to put your big boy adult shoes on, and do what you think is best. Don't decide whether you should or show up to a funeral based on what somebody else
Yeah.
says, because now that somebody else is making it about them, which is what I just said. You shouldn't show up at a funeral about. If it's just all about you and going there because you want to be a part of a you know how people like want to be a part of something dramatic, like when
Yeah.
they say when they go on Facebook and post something like, I cried so hard at the at the bombings in some country, like
Yeah.
they are almost making it about them, like, look at me and look at how sad I feel because of someone else's struggle that I have nothing to do with. I don't, I'm not actually connected to her anyway, but look at me, look, I'm so sad. So you don't want it to be something like that,
No.
right?
No.
But if it's someone that you're actually close to, I say show up to the funeral. Don't let the other person make it about them and their agenda and their grudge.
Yeah.
Because who gives a fuck about them, really?
Just,
It's about the relationship that you had, and it's about paying respect to that and also grieving for that, and those kinds of things. It's not about, well, someone in the periphery at the funeral who's close on the other side of the person who died says that this is okay or that's or this is not okay. Fuck them. They're not like the warden, right? They're not. It's not. This is someone else's death. They didn't die. It's someone else died. Like, also, here's a very important piece of this, because again, we're not making it about the people in the audience at the funeral. Why don't you make it a part of the person about the person that's on the stage, the one that died? Mm-hmm. What would they want?
Yeah.
And again, you got to think about that objectively. Be an adult. Don't be biased, and think about it objectively. Objectively, what do you really, really think they would want? Do you think they would want you there? So do what you think is important. Yeah. That's really what it boils down to.
I don't think you need an invite to go to a funeral either. Like, you don't get invites for that. You
just not a fucking wedding.
No. Just show up.
You go to
maybe hang out, pay respects in the background or something like that.
Or you know what? How about if you feel that fucking awkward about it? If all you fucking Nancy children can't put your petty differences aside for the sake of someone who fucking died, who doesn't even get afforded the opportunity to have petty differences anymore. They lost that privilege. They're good put in the ground. If all you guys can't see that and put your shit aside for that, and it's too awkward, then maybe show up after. Show up and visit the funeral site on your own, and pay your respects on your own.
Yeah. There you go. I can't believe you pulled that out of your ass. That was great. Great response. That's Chris's advice for this segment.
Boring ass question.
But you did great. That was a great response. It's perfect. All right, we'll can that now.
Yes, please. Let's do something.
And let's give this a beer review rating. Give it a rating. What do we got?
I'm going. You want me to start? I guess.
Go for it. You're eager. I think you're ready.
Well, I am ready. And to me, as an IPA, I feel like I'm really landing on 4 mugs, 4 stars, 4 mugs, whatever, 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just landing squarely on that. Like, I feel like I could be a little bit more like critical and go 3.5.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I kind of want to give it to it. I'm just like, this is a 4 for an IPA. This is a 4 for me. I could drink multiples of these and be happy.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna be happy too with it.
And again, the flavor, the aftertaste is there. Some people really like it though, so we're saying that like it's a negative thing. So it could be a positive as well. Mm-hmm. It's got that IPA aftertaste, but it's not overpowering. It's not too strong. All it does is make me want to pick it up and drink more because the initial flavor is so refreshing. Mm-hmm. So it kind of works. It works on that level. I'm not necessarily a fan of the aftertaste, but it's not overpowering where I'm like, after a while, I'm like, ugh, enough of this. Enough of this shit, please. No, it just makes me want to have another sip and another, and then crack another one. Yeah. And then, keep
the belly going. Yeah. Keep it going.
Yeah. Although it looks nice and trim over here.
Oh,
Yeah, this is a good spot.
Yeah, it's a good
It's
spot
looking,
there for you.
looking nice and trim.
I got to tone down a little bit more.
Yeah, you need to lay off the heavy beers over there.
Yeah. Too many heavies. I think I'm with you too. 4 beer mugs out of 5. And remember, I know this is a couple episodes back, but we said, are we grading this on an IPA beer scale or like a regular?
I mean, that's kind of what I just
scale?
did, right?
You kind of do.
Yeah.
As for an IPA, it's 4, right?
Yeah.
But if it's like a regular, just all of our beer ratings, maybe a 3. But on an IPA scale, it's 4. I'm giving 4 out of 5 as well. It does feel like it is drying up on me a lot worse. The more you sip, but means I want to take another sip because
exactly.
the initial flavor of it is good. It's not bad. It's not strong. It's a perfect, almost perfect. Almost
I like
perfect
your descriptions of this. First of all, you're giving it 4 out of 5 on the
4 out of
IPA
5.
scale.
Yeah.
Then you're like, in the initial flavor, it's good. It's not bad.
Not bad.
And then you're like, in
good.
the next breath, you're like, it's
all
perfect.
good,
It's perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah. Well, not perfect.
No, not perfect.
But not perfect. But it's good. It's not bad. But it's perfect and not perfect.
I have no idea. Act like you've done this before, Steve. Jesus Christ. Good Lord.
Yeah, we're only 29 episodes in. It's no big deal.
No. I still get nervous doing this shit, It's weird.
And you still need a roadmap.
I still need my map.
We see it on the screen.
See it on the screen. I got my notes. I gotta run the show. I gotta keep it moving.
Yeah.
You're
doing a good, not bad job. It's kind of perfect, but not perfect.
There you go. And here's another not that perfect spot. I was supposed to do this at the beginning of the segment, but did you know, this is a beer fact. We're supposed to do beer facts at the beginning.
Okay.
The Czech Republic was the first country ever to have a beer museum. Did you know that?
They love their Pilsners in the Czech Republic.
So
they love the Czech Pilsners.
That's a cool little beer fact.
Another hot take.
Yes.
Czech Pilsners. Kind of overrated.
Ooh. Wow.
Kind of overrated.
Kind of overrated, huh?
Kind of overrated. They got, first of all, let's be very clear.
Okay.
They've got nothing on the Belgians. But to put that aside,
yes,
I'll still take a German Pilsner over a Czech Pilsner. I don't mind.
Yeah, I probably would too. Yeah,
I don't mind the Czech Pilsner. They're fine. But everyone's always like, have you had a Pilsner Urquell? Like, yes, many times. And, well, isn't it really good? It's like, it's fine. Sure. It's fine.
Drinkable.
It's fine. It's not that great.
Okay.
It's fine. It's good.
What are
we going to rate that on the IPA scale?
I don't know.
Impromptu review. Pilsner Urquell. I give it 3. 3 mugs. It's a solid 3.
Solid 3. Right in the middle. Tolerable. No, it's not. Yeah. What's 3? Sorry.
It's pretty good, man.
Satisfying.
It's satisfying. Yeah, it's good. Right. Wait a minute. Your fucking rating system. You had to look at your goddamn notes.
I couldn't remember. That's why I have it here. My memory is like shot, bro. Everything goes fucking over the head. All right.
The beer.
All right. Well, now that the beer segment is done, we'll sip more of this right now. We're going to kick it off to Chris's Cocktail Minute. So, watch for the Chris's Cocktails.
Do we have to finish this beer first?
Yeah.
Probably have to.
We'll finish this beer, then Chris will do a Cocktail Minute, and then we'll kick it off into sports segment. So, we'll see you then. Here's Chris's Cocktail Minute.
Or 5.
What's going on? Here we are with my cocktail hour, cocktail minute, cocktail half hour. I don't know, however long this takes. We figured we just needed a change of pace after the nice beer that we just had, right? Sometimes you need a palate cleanser, something to put you in a different kind of mood. Because beer, it's fun. It's a very social drink, but every once in a while you just want a good cocktail, right? So I've been trying to make good cocktails for a lot of years now. Been mildly successful, sometimes not. Right, Steve?
Somewhat successful. I still get smashed.
It doesn't take much, so to be fair. There's a few I got in my bag, though. So I want to do one today that's really simple, but really, really good and really refreshing. It's kind of a lesser-known one. I found this in a bartender's guide. Steve, get your finger out of the camera.
All right.
I found this in a bartender's guide once and tried it and really, really enjoyed it. It's called a Havana Beach cocktail. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Ready? Let's do this. So it's really, like I said, it's really simple. You gotta shake it. So we're gonna use just some mixing rum. So I like Bacardi as a mixing rum. For cheap liquors that are good for mixing, it's hard to do worse than Bacardi. It does really well for a cheap liquor, much better than other cheap, well-known liquors like Jose Cuervo or I don't know, whatever cheap vodka you use. Bacardi actually does really well as a mixer for rum drinks, so I like it. So I'm gonna make this for 2 because there's 2 of us here.
You talking
Can't
to me
see
too?
the other one off camera, but that's
I'll come
probably a
around
good
soon
thing.
enough.
Okay, so it's equal parts rum and pineapple juice. So 1.5 ounces to be exact. You know what that is? You know what an ounce is, Steve?
In ounce of marijuana?
Liquid ounces. It's
no.
1 shot,
One
right? So we're making it for 2.
Okay.
That would be 3 shots total,
Ooh,
right?
okay.
That's a triple for the layman's out there.
All right.
All right, and we're going to use very special, very, very special expired pineapple juice. You can't get this anywhere else. It's hard to find.
Yeah.
It is hard to find, but you know what? It gives it that little extra something.
I'm
Right,
ready
Steve?
for a good punch in the face with the expired pineapple juice. I'm ready for it.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Let's make sure it smells okay. Probably should have shaken it first. Did I shake it?
You kind of did. You
A
kind of
little
shook
bit.
it. A
Let's
little
give it a little more.
more
A
shake.
little bit more. Let's get all the sediments in there.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it smells good. It smells non-expired.
So how much do you pour in there?
So equal parts.
Equal
so
parts.
Also 3 ounces.
Okay.
Matches the rum. So pineapple juice, for those who don't already know, is a really fantastic mixer for cocktails. That's why it's in so many good mixed drinks. The final ingredient in this, again, it's very simple. It's just half teaspoon of freshly squeezed. Got to do with freshly squeezed.
Freshly squeezed.
Do you all have a lemon tree in your backyard? Because I do.
Oh,
Freshly squeezed, half ounce. That would be way too much. Half teaspoon of lemon juice. So we're going to do that times 2.
All right.
And that just gives it a little extra citrusy flavor, a little kick, a little bit of bitterness. All right, and we shake this bad boy up. Yeah, music to my ears. And we are going to pour it into a chilled cocktail glass. Not over ice, so that's why you want the glasses to be chilled. Over ice is kind of, you can do it over ice. It's not like it's going to kill it, just waters it down a little bit. We already shook it with ice, so that's good enough for water. So you don't necessarily want to water it down any further. That's kind of the logic anyway. So. And then we give the product a little taste. Yeah. That there, folks, is what we call happiness in a glass. Right in Daddy's sippy cup. All right, Steve, you ready for yours?
I'm ready. I'm ready
All
for
right.
a good old college try here.
By the way, this is a great cocktail to drink out by the pool.
Ooh, nice.
There you go.
All right,
You got the last of it. You
The
got
last of it. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. All right, let's give this a shot.
I like it. It's good.
Yeah, it's good. It's nice and smooth.
Mm-hmm.
It's got that tanginess of the pineapple with the lemon in there too.
The lemon adds some bitterness.
Added some
like
bitterness
I said.
too, but
So you don't use bitters in this cocktail,
Yeah.
right? Because the lemon juice kind of acts as a natural bitter. And the pineapple gives it that nice, refreshing flavor. And notice how the Bacardi, like I said, Bacardi mixes so well.
it does.
It doesn't
It's not
have like a cheap bite,
No.
like when you use cheap tequila or
Yeah.
cheap vodka. It's just nice and smooth. You taste the alcohol. It mixes well with the pineapple. Everything just kind of
goes together.
yes.
Yeah, and the alcohol, you can kind of taste it on the aftertaste, not really the front taste of it. So it goes down really good. I want another.
Well, maybe I'll make another.
We'll see.
And again, another really simple cocktail
Yeah.
that you guys can make at home with easy ingredients. You don't have to have a full bar like this to be able to do it. So it's a good one. But by the way, still gives a very deep flavor, much like cocktails that have a bunch of needless ingredients.
Yeah.
This is very simple, but still tastes like a full-fledged cocktail.
Yeah. It's good. It's good. I want more of these, and we'll definitely do more of Chris's Cocktail Minute in other episodes. This is I like this idea.
Or 5 minutes.
5-minute cocktail, whatever, just shoot it in there, real quick. But yeah, definitely.
That's what she said.
Damn right. Yeah, I think we'll be doing more of these in upcoming episodes as well. Some different kind of cocktails. Maybe a cocktail he never made before, and we got to learn how to make it or something.
That's when it becomes the cocktail half hour.
Yes, half hour, not minute, half hour. Yeah, struggling. Well, cheers to you. We got more beer night coming your way, so stay tuned.
Bottoms up.